Richard, you've met, I mean, over your career, so many notable people, but someone with whom you made an impression was Don McLean?
Don McLean, yeah, the American singer-songwriter. The thing is, I mean, I've done about 30, 35 years of television, most of it live, and interviewed a lot of people, politicians and singers and actors, and you name it. And most people are OK. But Don McLean was really tricky. I interviewed him 30 years ago for regional television, for Yorkshire Television. And American Pie, his big hit, had probably been out for about 10 years by then, maybe a bit more. And he was one of those artists who wouldn't talk about the big hits. He was bigger than his hit, you know. And this instruction didn't reach me. So I was doing a pre-recorded interview with him, and about 3 or 4 questions in, I said, so let's talk about American Pie. And he immediately got up and said, stop the tape. Just stop the tape. I said I wasn't going to talk about American Pie. I'm leaving the studio. I was heartbroken because I was a huge fan of Don McLean. You know, I had all his records, and I loved American Pie. I used to play a bit, used to cover his songs. And this was the worst thing that could have happened to me, and I almost burst into tears. And I said something like, but I wanted to ask you how the chords to that song, Winterwood, and he said, oh, you play? I said, yes. And he calmed down a bit and said, well, OK, we'll carry on. We did this interview, and it was all right. Flash forward 30 years to last year at Radio 2. And I hear that Don McLean's my live guest on the Sunday show that I'm going to do. And as I was leaving the house, I said to Judy, my wife, I wonder if he remembers that 30 years ago we had a bit of a barn in. She said, don't be stupid. He'll have done thousands of interviews since then. And of course, don't be silly. So I get to Radio 2, and he's there up in the green room practising getting his voice in tune. And I go in, and I say, hello, Don, my name's Richard, I'll be the host. And the moment he set eyes on me, he pointed at me, he said, you're the guy that hacked me off. Except he didn't say hacked, I have to say. He said a word at the beginning of the thing. I said, how do you remember that? And he said, I don't know, but you're the guy that did it. And then he was fine, and we had fun. But what a memory.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
What age would he be now?
He's in his 70s now.
In a way, it's a little bit of a sort of a, you know, a mark in your favour. You're the only guy that ever hacked off Don McLean. That's not bad, is it?
Very funny, though.
Good for you, Richard.